on patrol when suddenly this speeding Cadillac goes flying past.
67 north at 440, black Cadillac.
The trooper pulls the driver over
By the
and
drive
approaches the
safely.
vehicle.
Hello, I'm Trooper Level State Police. The reason I'm stopping you today, who are you calling? Why do you need to call her? I'm talking to you.
If something happens,
What's gonna happen?
okay. You hang up.
It's just disrespectful.
Okay.
I'm disrespectful.
Well, this is not getting off to a good start. The trooper cuts to the chase. No pun intended.
Okay. Well, I'm Trooper Level State Police. The reason I'm stopping you today is you came up behind me at 95, and then you passed me going 90, and then you didn't use a turn signal, and you have a brake light out. You also got two open containers.
Oh my God! Okay.
All right, go ahead and step out. Step to the back of the car for me.
Baby, I'm really about to take the up. Baby, listen.
I wouldn't do that.
You can't talk to my wife.
I don't care what you're trying to do. You're on a traffic.
I wouldn't do that.
She takes off in her brand new Cadillac, and by the looks of it, she ain't never coming back.
37, she took off.
She ain't never coming back.
The trooper quickly catches up with the fleeing driver. Looks like she's now getting off the highway. She passes on the left, swings across
Go
to the right,
scratch up
and
that
then runs the
new
red light.
Cadillac.
Returning right on the main street.
How shiny it is. It's gleaming. It is gleaming.
He's now looking for a chance to pit the vehicle.
Passing the hospital, speeds 42, light traffic. As soon as we get out of the car, I'm going to try to TDI.
Light traffic speeds 42, works the pass that traffic and from the TBI.
She tries to
Oh,
lose
that's
him, but
sad.
he's right on her tail.
That probably would have been just a speeding ticket. And now she's going to go to jail for probably at least 18 months at
Hits her
least.
again. And she takes off.
It depends sometimes on their history records.
She goes over the parking
How
barriers.
much damage is
and then
done.
heads
It's
for the
pretty
exit.
bad. That's what I mean, a lot of times, and then they look into it, and it literally would have just been a warning or a speeding ticket. And because I don't know what happens to people. Is it the programming?
And now it looks like she's finally home.
Ooh.
On the ground!
The driver walks towards the front door with her hands in the air. But something tells me she's not making it to home base safely. The driver is apprehended and then placed in the back of the patrol car.
You got a TBI.
I'm gonna pay for
Hey,
that.
one in custody.
That's what, like, where are people at? Like, really?
43-year-old Markeisha Duncan now faces charges of felony fleeing, DUI, having an open container, disorderly conduct, and we know several traffic violations.
So what are people thinking? And she didn't seem like totally intoxicated. She seemed like she should be in a rational state of mind. I mean, if you're able to drive like that and talk, and then you say something like, you're gonna pay for the car? Like, where do people get off thinking they can just ram the roads like that? And that it's okay to just kind of do that and not have any care or concern for anyone else's safety. I know, I learned this lesson as a teenager. That's why I was put on the programs when I was 18. Yeah, I had a few pretty bad accidents, OUIs, drinking and driving. So, yeah, I learned that lesson pretty early on. Not okay. Yeah, so it amazes me, especially you see somebody, she's 43, right? I'm 44. So to see someone at that age, to not have gotten that reality check, whether that be through just education, training, school, they don't educate people about these kind of things still in the school systems, or they just promote it. Fuck the police, fuck the president. Right, screw people over. Bitches get stitches. Snitches get stitches. I know they make people scared to speak the truth and just want to medicate them for having emotions. It's very scary to us. And when you see what's happening in the world, right, I mean, every day people are complaining about it. And it's like, okay, so should we slap everyone on the wrist, put everyone in jail, put them all in mental facilities? Which ones? Because you people implementing a lot of this stuff seem like you're way fucking sicker and more irrational than a lot of the people that you think should be locked away. Right, so I mean, what do we have here? A failure to communicate or just lack of truthful reporting about things that matter? Because it seems as though it's just become a business for people to profit from reporting people's dispositions and mocking people that are poor and are in environments that actually really suck and are very dangerous, and then they just want to make fun of those people. It seems that way. It seems that way. They don't seem to be calling each other out too much, just picking on victims. Right, and then sick fucking stupid people that just visit places are claiming to be victims and making a lot of money off of the rumors about child molesters associated to an island. Yeah, what kind of fucking world are we living in? Yeah, America. I know, it's like these people just like making fools of Americans, silly Americans. Oh, it's become a joke and a business. That's why the Buddha's laughing. What a fucking joke. Any other questions, comments, concerns, suggestions as to how we can help our children here in the hands of sick, murderous, punk pedophiles being protected by supposed victimized people who are oppressed, trying to get the bullies and the Karens taking a stand once and for all? Do you feel good? Huh? Celebrate. I know, right? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, we're going to make our second coffee of the morning, doing some stretches, watching some tube, kind of the basics. Yeah, nothing too major. Have you noticed too, like the different muscle groups? So if you're working like, you have the biceps, quadriceps, and you have these muscle groups, and then the muscles that are around the joints. Yeah, back when we were younger, yeah, in our younger days, yeah, we were told, yeah, we're hypermobile and we tear ligaments really easy. Our joints dislocate really easily. Yeah, some people call it, yeah, double jointed, hypermobile. The joints hyperextend. Yeah, and I mean, exactly. And you can do light stretches and things like that, strengthening the muscles around the joints. Yeah, I know that it's been a huge focus for me personally. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to get all gung ho about it. In fact, I suggest not to. Some people get a little too into pumping stuff, just trying to build muscle and shape themselves. I'm just more into the chemical regulation and production and keeping the tissues from it getting too clogged, because when the tissues get too clogged, you can get cysts, and those cysts can eventually turn into tumors and cause other problems, and now you have cancer. They call it cancer. It's really just a collected mass. Yeah, and you can prevent that really easily, and there are safer ways to treat those things as opposed from the pills and chemo blasting that they do. For some, it's very effective. It helps. It could save your life in some cases. Right, but I mean, it's how they're using it on young children. Right, because someone with like a really bad, severe tumor that's like on the verge of death, it's pushing on a nerve, you're going to go blind. Right, I mean, in rare cases, they can blast it and maybe take some pressure off of those nerves or something. Right. Uh, right, but how they're using it with children. Like, how do they get that diagnosis? Leukemia. Huh? Where's the uptick all of a sudden? All these children. I know, you want to talk about autism. What about all these kids getting leukemia? Mr. President Kennedy, any of you guys want to talk about that? No, let's just promote the stem cells for the autistic people. You got Lyme disease. Take these stem cells. Just don't piss off the meat and dairy people. Well, that's what's sad and stupid about it is, for us personally, to do a cleanse. Have you ever heard of, like, chelting? Doing a Chelton cleanse? Is it called chelting? What's that called? Well, no, it's better. We're actually really stupid. Yeah, you can get, they have Unda drops and other things that cleanse heavy metals from the body. Yeah, understanding these simple things. Yeah, those Kanoki foot pads. Remember when those were really popular and then all of a sudden they got, like, not popular? Right, because people started to ask, well, what is this? Remember? I know, it was really popular and then all of a sudden they stopped promoting it. Why? I'll tell you why. Because I'm so stupid. Let me tell you why. No, go back. You can go back. Remember when the Kanoki foot pads were popular on TV? I can tell you right now. Hold on. We'll Google it together, okay? Yeah, they look like this. These ones are called detox foot pads. But that's what they looked like, yeah? Remember before, after, people would be like, oh, what's all the black stuff? Right? Yeah, so remember when they were really popular and being sold on TV? They were called Kanoki foot pads. They were heavily marketed in the late 2000s. So it was actually 2008 and 2009. Yeah, no, I'm reading the article right here. So 2008 and 2009, the infomercials claiming to remove toxins, heavy metals, and treat conditions like depression or arthritis while you slept. They were famously debunked as a scam by the Federal Trade Commission, and studies which found no significance between used and unused pads. It promises to remove toxins, parasites, and metabolic waste from the body. So it's kind of drawing stuff out from the feet. So the FTC filed a complaint in 2009. So it's interesting, when you go back to 2009, the other stuff going on and stuff, people talking about the vaccines and heavy metals. Okay, so these foot pads, they actually do, they clean out, they draw out some of the heavy metals and toxins down through the feet. Are they really, though? Is it really, what's making it turn black? Is it just the temperature? Well, it gets cold again. It doesn't go back to the other color. It stays black. What's changing the color? Is it once it gets activated? Right, because, okay, so then people will go. So whether the foot pads work or not, cleansing heavy metals out of the body is important, right? Just toxins, right? It doesn't even say heavy metals, it says toxins. They turn black once all toxins are drawn out. Bamboo vinegar extract, tourmaline. Interesting. Right, so regardless, right, I mean, there are things that cleanse heavy metals, chelting when you take those drops. Right, and your skin is the largest organ, so if when you put stuff on the skin, if that can be absorbed into the bloodstream, it's not so hard to think that those thin areas, like the bottom of the feet and other areas, that stuff could be drawn out as well as absorbed. Yeah, it makes total sense. Like an extractor. Right, so then it brought in the discussion. What are other ways I can clean out heavy metals and toxins, and what are ways I can help to lessen the heavy metals and toxins going into my body? Well, it's in the air we breathe. So, okay, we can't make air illegal. Right? No, you're dealing with a lot of stupid people. This is the fucking bullshit we deal with. Okay, so then they wanted to sell their air filters and put that in all the schools. They wanted to make some big sales, huh? You rainbow air filter people. Go back to around that time frame. You'll see the people selling those rainbow vacuums connected to these same traveling bans, connected to state workers and druggies who think it's okay to fuck our kids. Yeah, snitches get stitches. Yeah, what was it, Al and Sissy LaCarter up in Oakland? Yeah, his son there. What's his name? Angelo, too? His son fucking, I know, they're all Angelo. His son, cokehead. I know, the bitches around him. They're always smacking their gum, huh? Yeah, bitches get stitches. Like... I know. Bitches, snitches. It's like, who's snitching? Nobody. You're doing sick shit, and it's not okay. Just because I'm not turning my head to it, like other idiots, and I'm gonna call you out, doesn't make me a snitch. It makes me a decent human being that's not gonna just turn their head. 'Cause I ain't fucking scared. No, I was born into this shit, so maybe that's why I'm a little bit more brave and brazen when it comes to those things. Yeah, you can fucking eat dirt, bitch. All of y'all. Right? Well, as you can see, they get away with it, and then they just move away, and they profit, and they get protected by fucking goons and psychos. Right? We've been watching it our whole lives. It's happening right now. It's been happening, and you can't fucking deny it. It's all documented and been being watched very closely, you fucktards. Right. So, anyways, yeah, I remember back around that time, and people were saying, hey, what were the... Yeah, he was the one... Oh, yeah, sorry, he was the one that smashed his dad in the head with a blunt object, ended up killing him. I know, and then the dumb idiots and the sluts and all those people associated to it, they move on to other places doing the same fucking shit or similar stuff. And I know. Yep, gonna make a living. And they're usually, they play victims. Yeah, they're the victims. Getting harassed. I know. People are just jealous. It's none of their business. They want to ask you questions about what? Yeah, we had a private investigator who shot himself. I know, and then you have the idiots that were involved with gaslighting him and getting him out of the picture because he was exposing what they were doing. Right, he was a liability to them. And then you see those people profit from his death. Oh, poor widow and children, huh? Yeah, it's fucking sick. It's become a business model, and to see that being done on such large stages, we see it all the time on smaller scales. But yeah, to see it happening with people like Charlie Kirk and stuff like that, it's pretty bad. I know, talk about being right in your face and showing people, see how you can't do too much about it, and they're going to profit from it. And you know what you know. Yeah, you can call them out and try to shame them, but then that just gets them more attention and people being like, oh, I can't believe, don't you listen to them? Right, just like with the news people, you tell them what a bunch of fucking nasty cunts they are with their stupid fucking eyelashes and their Botox. Are you fucking kidding me? While our kids are being fucking abused by these punks and they don't want to acknowledge it. Right, don't listen to them. You're beautiful. Here's some chocolate and flowers. Here, in fact, have a raise. Oh, you feel threatened? Here's some more money for witness protection and more security. Yeah, you fucking sick people. I really hope the proper authorities step up and help these kids, you pieces of shit. You're welcome. But yeah, so how do the toxins work? What would be the point of drawing heavy metals and toxins out of the body? And where do they come from? I know the vaccines are loaded with shit that you should want to cleanse out. Yeah, it's not good stuff at all. Yeah, flu shots, the vaccines, I wouldn't get any of them. Yeah, no, fuck no. Nope, not a one. No. Nope. No, I mean, if I lived in a third world country and there was no clean water and we had to eat like roadkill, well, in that case, you're going to die anyways. I mean, is that really, do you want to elongate that life? Right, those are the places, they'll bring in the vaccines, right? And then as they're getting clean water and indoor plumbing and all that, and things like learning cleanliness is next to godliness and just having access to better care, right? Not to mention the stress it probably eases up, just being happier and feeling like help is there. I mean, did they even know they needed help? I mean, it was probably just normal living to them. Yeah, I mean, how do they even know that indoor plumbing exists? Right, so was it the vaccines helping them not be so sick, or was it that they were getting clean water? And then you want to say, look, the vaccines are saving lives. And they go into these places that are so, right, destitute, struggle. And then they want to say that it's the vaccines saving lives. Not better hygiene. Clean water. No. Not any of that. It's the vaccines. Okay, you're full of shit and how stupid that is. And it's amazing how long people have gotten away with profiting from these things. I don't know. Then they try to cover it up. They'll get rid of whole villages because people like us and good people who investigate those things uncover whole villages where they've done this. You start to blow wind in that direction, they're fucking torched and gone before the authorities even get there. I don't know what happened. They got invaded upon by a nearby... Okay, what was it? What were they? Radical groups? What? Oh, wow, just the timing was impeccable, too. Whoever sent them in there, did they just get the idea on their own all of a sudden to go invade a whole village? And ironically, it was one where there was a lot of suspicion about your medical practices. Okay. Right, so anyways, I mean, my God, over the years, it's been pretty bad with a lot of that stuff. Right, so I mean, you can go across the world and be talking about that stuff to try to help bring understanding. How is it connected to the same syndicated networks and marketing when you start getting into like the 700 Club and the Israeli stuff and the Tammy Faye Bakers and the syndicated markets? I know. So just like Robert De Niro, if people in those positions, military bases, doctors, whole radical groups, if they even think about acknowledging reality, I know they don't want to wind up like the others, huh? Look at what they did to Robert De Niro. I know, isn't it funny too when you go back and you see how he was trying to talk about the vaccines, and then boom, the activists and the fucking nasty groups right from those same networks jump on him like the hounds that they are, and they're the ones who promote the prescription drugs and the alcohol and want to demonize marijuana. They're fucking psycho. So hopefully the proper authorities step up and help our children. We're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine. My name is Mary. I have 4 children here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. His name is Michael Scott Garand, and him and his sick fucking mother, Shirley, are 2 of the most abusive people I've ever met in my life. Evil, sadistic, maniacal, abusive people, and it horrifies me knowing my children are in their custody. Those are hostages in the hands of Hamas, if you understand how these networks work. And if you don't want to accept those facts and continue to profit from it because you're doing your little investigations on the Karens or the non-vaxxers or the bullies or the cartel families, you fucking eat shit too. For real. You don't deserve to fucking breathe the air or be on this planet. So thank goodness they have all these places you can take off to, right? Because, I mean, if you go out of the atmosphere, you're technically not on the planet anymore. Do you have enough for a ticket? Are you a valuable enough asset that they're going to let you on the starship? Or, well, I'm on a good ship, Lollipop, so hopefully the proper authorities help these kids. This is fucking disgusting what you people have been ignoring and doing. Really disturbing. Beyond fucking disturbing and disgusting. Levels, I can't think of any level that's more disgusting and disturbing than what's happening here. It's the worst of the worst. I can't think of anything that's more evil and disgusting than taking advantage of innocent people and children that can't speak for themselves, sexually abusing them, torturing them, teasing them. Just even innocent taunting is fucking evil. But when it's taken to the extent that it's been taken to, and you have these microchips being sold, and then people protecting it's fake. Is it fake? Where are the real ones? Where are the producers? And then when we're fucking pointing them out to you, naming them, giving you their date of birth, they're right here, and you can see the fucking kids. Are they well taken care of? Right. So, do you understand that? People? I hope so. I really hope so. Oh, no, I know. We understand that. We understand that. Ourselves personally, we wouldn't, probably believe it ourselves if we didn't hear or see all the things we've heard and seen. Not fully. I mean, we could look at the facts and be like, Right, once you have to look at all the facts, though. So understanding that normal people don't have access to all those facts in the history and just going by those things ourselves personally, probably wouldn't put too much weight into some crazy person spewing the things we're spewing. Right, especially if you can't prove it. You wouldn't even bother putting any time into it. It's too stressful. And even if you did look at the facts and you can go, yeah, that's probably true. My God, how horrible. Yeah, why do that to yourself? Right, and then when a lot of people who come into it will profit from looking the other way. Oh, they do all the time. We've shown you over the years. They move away. A lot of people are doing pretty well, making millions. California, Texas, they're doing very good. Florida, they're making a lot of money in other businesses. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're concerned about the children that are here. My name's Mary. We're at the Governor Hill Mansion. My 4 children are here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles. When you look back at the history, if you cannot put it together and come to the conclusion that what we're saying is true, well, you're a moron and you don't want to see the truth. You've believed other things for so long and laughed in our faces and have been profiting from keeping an eye on the Karen or the one about to snap, that you don't want to accept those facts and you just want to kind of move on to the next snapped situation. Clickbait, you know. I mean, look, it's a business. Can you not see it's a fucking business? Yeah. All right. So anyways, if you really want to help, if you have any kind of decency within you, we know who you are and we know that you know the truth and you can turn your head to it and be a piece of shit like the others. We're not going to do anything about it. And as long as the people around you believe you're a good person and we're just crazy and spewing conspiracy theories and jealous, then you're a good person as long as that's what they believe, right? Wow. Doesn't matter. You only live once, so just try to play it the best you can. Not wind up in a ditch, you know? It's getting foggy. Oh my god! Holy shit! Dude just fucking caught on fire. Oh my god.
The suspect falls to the ground and is now trying to put out the fire by rolling in the dirt.
Jeez.
A trooper returns with a fire
That's worse than a ditch, huh?
He puts out the blaze.
He got a ditch and caught on fire.